What's going on, guys? It's Greg here, aka NYPrepper. Welcome back to my reloading bench. So I want to just quickly review the Lee Factory Crimp Die. I think every reloader should have the Lee Factory Crimp Die for all of the cartridges they reload. I've used it for pistols and for rifles, and it is well worth the money. It's not an expensive die. So right now I'm working up some 10 millimeter 220 grain hard cast bear loads, and I'm going to be using the Lee Factory Crimp Die. I want to show you guys how it works. So here I have one that has not been crimped yet, and then here I have one that I just crimped. And you can see the mark there on the case. And what that is the Lee Factory Crimp Die will actually post-size the case when you use it to crimp semi-automatic pistol cartridges. Okay, so it applies a taper crimp, and then it sizes the case on the outside for proper feeding. Okay, so it kind of smooths out the outside of the case after you apply the taper crimp, which normal reloading dies for pistol cartridges that apply taper crimps, they do not post-size cases. Most of them don't. Okay, so by post-sizing, it makes sure that you don't have any kind of bulges coming out over here on the case or anything that would affect proper feeding. So let me show you how easy it is to use. Very simple. You're just going to put your loaded round into your press, and you're just going to push it down, and we pull our round out, and you can see it's been crimped and post-sized. Now, the Lee Factory Crimp Die will also apply a roll crimp for rifle cartridges. So here I have a 300 rum that I have to seat, and if I wanted to, I could apply a very light crimp or even a heavy crimp if I want to really get a good seal. If you have an issue where your cases don't have good neck tension, the Lee Factory Crimp Die will apply a very small roll crimp, and depending on how much you want that crimp, you could have it really tight or you could have it hardly any crimp at all. It depends on what you're trying to do, but for rifle cartridges, it'll apply like a roll crimp. And same thing for revolver cartridges, it'll apply a roll crimp, and it all depends on how much you adjust it, whether you want a full roll crimp or whether you just want to lightly crimp just to get a better seal and improve your neck tension. So the Lee Factory Crimp Die is a really good option. I think it's the best crimp die out there, especially for pistols, but also for rifles, because it allows you to adjust that crimp and you can seal the gases in nicely if you apply a very light crimp. Even if you have good neck tension and the neck is holding the bullet on its own without a crimp, just applying a very light crimp can improve your consistency. Your velocities will be a little bit better because you're getting a better seal around that bullet, okay? So the Lee Factory Crimp Die, highly recommend it. That's pretty much it for this one, guys. Take care, God bless, and don't forget the 3 Ps: prepare, practice, and persevere.